How's it going, everyone? This is Yflex and welcome back to another A Producer's Approach video. In this video we're going to be looking at Protostar's song Galaxies, the Rogue remix. And basically, before I go into how these videos are structured, I just want to announce that I'm going to be changing the structure of these videos. So just for me, noticing all my videos on my channel, I noticed that a lot of the videos are 20 to 30 minutes long. And even for me watching videos on YouTube, personally I like to watch 10 to 15 minute videos, so videos that are a little bit shorter. And my way of maybe changing the runtime of these videos is possibly giving more general summaries instead of stopping every 5 to 10 seconds to tell you guys what sounds I think are good, or just for me rambling on in a certain section. So basically I'm just gonna kind of concise and shorten a lot of my thoughts, and I'm just gonna say what's interesting in certain sections and maybe certain things that other people didn't notice. But I'm gonna have the song play out a little bit more so the video can be a little bit shorter. With that being said, this is Protostar's song Galaxies, the Rogue remix. Basically in these videos I do an intro and backstory to how I found this remix. Then I do a breakdown analysis section, and then I do an outro summing up my thoughts. So basically this remix is a part of, I think, Monstercat's 10-year, 12-year anniversary remix package. There are a bunch of different artists that remixed, like in the last video, AU5 did a remix for Stonebank's song Be Alright. This is Rogue's remix of Protostar's song Galaxies. So the original song Galaxies was just a drum and bass song with no vocals, and just a straight drum and bass song, which was okay, not super memorable to me, but it was a good song. But Rogue's flip on this is really great. It's super memorable. One of my top picks for the best of 2021 personally. It didn't make it on that album, but it was a personal option for me. So definitely really cool there. But overall, I'm going to be breaking down this remix, and we'll start the song here, and I'll kind of give my opinions and thoughts in certain sections of the song, but I'll let more of the song play out just to have you guys listen to more of it. So enjoy, and let's get into it. Alright, so part of it bled into the first drop, but basically this first section of the song, there's a kind of reverse sweep coming into the song, and then the percussion starts straight off the bat. The percussion's more like a more like a dubstep type, halftime type of percussion, but it's geared more towards trap sounding sounds, with a kind of softer kick and a softer snare than a punchier kick and punchier snare. The vocals, as you notice, these are vocals Rogue pretty much wrote himself and made for his own remix. As I mentioned earlier, these vocals aren't in the original mix at all. There were no vocals. So he wrote all of these vocals just for this song, which is pretty crazy. And the kind of acapella sound that you hear, like, oh, and then that kind of wubbing sound that you hear in the build-up, like, Those two samples are actually from the original song, so he incorporated a lot of original samples in from the original song, which is a really nice touch. And basically, he kind of added his own flair in, how this song operates, and it's pretty cool. And you'll hear more of how the song's structured, so let's keep going. Alright, so that first drop's really cool. There's a gap kind of after the build up, and then the vocal says we're in the starlight now, and then there's more of a melodic drop that plays with some samples thrown in from the original mix, as well as a more trap kind of rhythm with a more consistent kick and a softer snare. Then after that, the vocals get reintroduced in, more like the vocal hook into the second section of the drop, and then that kind of plays out, and then after that kind of leads into this break section where there's kind of like a breath of air. But then it's really cool because then the guitar sound that's playing kind of on the bottom gets introduced, and you kind of hear that more in this break section going forward. So there's also more vocals that are like different set of vocals in this section that you'll see. So let's listen to it and let you guys kind of hear that. Alright, so there's quite a bit going on in that section. You kind of hear the percussion come back after a while when the vocals play, but you notice that the vocals are different in a sense than the beginning vocals in the first kind of intro break section. It's just really nice that he kind of wrote a new set of vocals and different vocal phrases to give some, diversity and change up the song a little bit. And I like kind of the acapelling vocals in this section here, into the build-up of the song here before it drops. And overall, that section has a very kind of orchestral feel, so that's definitely really cool. You kind of hear the components and samples added in from the original mix, as well as some of the kind of orchestral sounds he added himself. So we'll let the rest of the song play out, and I'll give my final thoughts on the song. So let's keep going. All right, so that was Rogue's remix of Protostar's song Galaxies. So this song in itself is really good. As you guys heard in this last section with the second drop, it's more of a traditional trap drop that Rogue has, where it's what people call kitchen step, where he kind of uses these kind of kitchen sounding kind of wub sound design sounds in his drop, but they work really well along with the pairing of the vocal chops in the song, and it's still pretty melodic for being a trap drop. So I like the switch up between the first drop and the second drop. The first drop was more melodic, the second drop had that trap drop, but overall the feeling of the song is really good. It's a really big change from the original Galaxy song, and I like how Rogue kind of implemented a lot of the original samples from the song and then wrote his own vocals for this remix that he did himself, which is like a step above what anyone else does when remixing. Like, I wouldn't even do that. And then on top of that, he made it more orchestral and at least more memorable and more spacey feeling, like, you know, a Galaxy type song. So overall, Rogue did an amazing job with this remix. A lot of things that stood out to me is he used a lot of reverbed reverse tails into the vocals. He used percussion really well in terms of having like the halftime rhythm play and then kind of cut out in certain times, but leaving a percussion to leave the rhythm going. And then after that, he had a really good use of vocal chopping like he has in past songs, and he had a really good use of implementing the original kind of samples from the original song and implementing to his remix to make it feel authentic and relatable to the original while being his own kind of spin and remix on the song. So overall, out of all the remixes on this kind of the remix week that they had, this is probably my favorite. My second one is that AU5 remix of Stonebank's song, but this remix to me just kind of is a step above even that, because Rogue wrote his own original vocals for his own remix that he's doing for somebody else. So it's not even his own song he's writing lyrics for. It's like a remix of someone else's song, but like the lyrics change enough that, you know, there's like enough diversity and enough change, and it's just kind of impressive to me how he wrote vocals for someone else's song in a sense. But, you know, that's kind of what makes Rogue such a great artist himself. So overall, this is my kind of short breakdown of Protostar's song Galaxies, remixed by Rogue. If you guys do want me to do a more in-depth breakdown, I can do that, but for now I kind of want to stick to the more shorter general breakdown videos in the future, just so they're a little bit more manageable to watch. So hopefully within like the 10 to 15, maybe 20 if I'm pushing it range. So please leave a comment down below if you like the structure. If you don't, then let me know. But if you do, like, just tell me to keep doing this style and structure. Or if you want me to play out the whole song instead and then kind of break down the song, then I'll try and do that instead. So I'm going to be relying on your guys' comments to really see the structure of these videos and how long or short to make a lot of these videos. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you feel like doing. So overall, have a good one, everyone. Peace.